A young kangaroo accidentally plunged into the sea and found itself unable to climb back onto the high shore, struggling desperately in the water. Thankfully, two courageous men came to its rescue, and what the grateful animal did in return was nothing short of extraordinary. On a bright and sunny morning in Australia, a young kangaroo hopped playfully along the seaside near a small port town. Delighting in the warmth of the sun and the thrill of exploring new sights, he soon noticed a large concrete pier and some intriguing structures nearby. Driven by curiosity, the kangaroo ventured toward them and soon found himself standing in the middle of the pier, gazing around with interest, seemingly unperturbed by the bustling town so close by. The young kangaroo showed no fear of the people passing nearby, apparently not perceiving them as a source of danger. Suddenly, a loud noise echoed. It was a powerful motorboat sharply turning around a bend. Startled, the kangaroo panicked and jumped aside, misjudging the force of his leap. With a loud splash, he fell straight into the water next to the pier. His powerful legs worked tirelessly, trying to keep him afloat. When he surfaced, he looked around desperately for help. Unfortunately, the concrete pier was too high, and his small front paws, combined with the strength of his back legs, were insufficient to climb up. Shivering from cold and fear, the kangaroo squealed pitifully, calling for help. However, the people on the shore seemed not to notice him at all, walking by indifferently, absorbed in their own affairs. At that moment, two friends, Alex and Tom, were strolling along the sea promenade. Suddenly, Alex stopped and pointed toward the sea. "Tom, look, the kangaroo is drowning," he exclaimed. Tom followed his gaze and saw the small creature floundering helplessly in the water. Without hesitation, Alex began undressing. "What are you doing?" Tom asked in astonishment. "The kangaroo can't get out without our help. The shore is too high here. We have to save him," Alex yelled before jumping into the water. Tom hesitated for a moment, but quickly undressed and followed his friend into the water. The kangaroo noticed the approaching humans and, frightened, pressed himself against the concrete pier. When Alex swam closer, the terrified animal tried to push him away with his powerful legs. Realizing the kangaroo didn't understand their good intentions, Tom shouted, "Don't be afraid. We want to help you." But the kangaroo, still desperate and defensive, even tried to bite them, thinking the men might harm him. Summoning courage, Alex deftly grabbed the kangaroo across the body, preventing him from escaping. Tom swam closer and gently stroked the animal's head, trying to calm him down. Gradually, the kangaroo stopped struggling and relaxed slightly in Alex's arms. Taking advantage of the moment, the men swam toward the pier and managed to lift the exhausted animal out of the water. The kangaroo stood on the pier, breathing heavily and looking around in astonishment. His thick fur was soaked completely. The men climbed up after him and noticed that the kangaroo was very young, trembling violently from the cold and the traumatic experience. Tom extended his hand tenderly, but the kangaroo recoiled warily. Suddenly, the men realized their clothes were still lying on the promenade. They exchanged glances and burst into laughter at their ridiculous appearance. Alex tried again, this time extending his hand very slowly and carefully. To his surprise, the kangaroo didn't jump away, but stared at him intently. Then something incredible happened. The kangaroo stood on his hind legs and extended one of his front paws, mimicking a handshake. Amazed, Alex shook the animal's paw, hardly believing his eyes. In response, the kangaroo nodded gratefully and lowered his head, as if apologizing for his earlier aggression. The men were profoundly moved by the kangaroo's extraordinary gesture of gratitude. They never imagined that their simple act of kindness would inspire such a heartfelt response. Alex gently stroked the kangaroo once more, while Tom gave its soaked fur an affectionate pat. After this quiet moment of connection, the kangaroo gathered its strength, made a powerful leap, and bounded toward the nearby forest. The men stood there, watching it disappear into the trees, wide smiles spreading across their faces. They knew this remarkable encounter was a memory they would cherish forever. What do you think of this incident? Let us know in the comment section. I hope you like this video. Please give it a thumbs up and share it with your loved ones. Also subscribe and press the bell icon to never miss the update from our channel. Thank you.